Hey everyone. Hopefully you can hear me and the audio's good. I'm a little bit rushed on this one. I didn't have too much time today to get prepped, so trying to do a bunch of things all at the same time here. But hopefully audio's good and the cameras are all working and that type of thing. Hey Bob, welcome. Hey there, welcome. I am just lubricating the Z rails because I know we're gonna need them. I was hoping to do this beforehand, but Inuno, welcome. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. So we're building a Voron v0.2 S1 kit today. I want to thank Jason from LDO for giving this kit to me. Huge help. I really want to do some comparisons between this printer and Panda and Rook, just so beginners can kind of figure out what printer they want to build. Again, this I'm hopefully going to showcase, all the printers in a really good light, and people can pick whichever one they want. This is not to be like, oh, this printer is better than this. It's just to show off, this is what this printer designed for, and this is what this printer is designed for. They all have pros and cons, so I'm doing my lubrication method here that I usually do, in that I am sliding the carriage off and I am rubbing in some super lube into the carriages. Hey, welcome. I have been printing parts all this week, getting ready for this stream. So we should definitely have all the parts ready to go for this one. I don't think that I'm going to be doing the entire build of this on stream. I don't want the build to take like 3 months. I'll probably do a little bit of stuff off of stream, but this should be a pretty cool build to hang out with all of you and just chill, have fun, and check out this kit. I printed everything in ABS, Ron. So all of it was done in ABS. I used some eSun. I have some eSun white ABS, and then I used some Polymaker green ABS. Okay. So I just lubricated 2 rails for now. These will be the Z rails, so I'm not going to go ahead and lubricate the other ones just yet because I don't know how far we'll get today. Got my iPad here with instructions on here so we can get started. Yeah, I gotta have green, right? Green's my favorite color, so I have green for like the base color, and then I've got white, just a clean white for the accent. So I'm gonna be building this as stock as I can. I know the LDO kit has some extras, but I'm gonna be building this with mini stealth burner, just as stock as it can be, so I can compare it to a stock Panda Mini or a stock Rook. However, like the LDO kit does have the Kirigami bed. So this has the upgraded Kirigami bed, and it has obviously like a Pico Bilical tool headboard and some extras, but it should be a really good comparison on, stock to stock performance with PLA and ABS and stuff like that. So that's kind of the idea. Okay, I've kind of labeled all of the extrusions beforehand. So I really recommend people, if they're building a Voron kit, the V0 is not too bad now, but there are a lot of extrusions that look the same, but they're different. So some might have, you know, blind joint holes drilled on all four corners, some might not. Some ends might be tapped, some might not. So I just went beforehand and I kind of sorted this all out, and I just used painter's tape to put on HE, B extrusions, that type of thing. So hopefully save my time. Hey Nick, welcome. So that's one big takeaway, is obviously Vorons have a lot of different special cut of extrusions and things, and they do use a lot of extrusions. So you want to make sure you lay everything out beforehand, so that way you don't mess anything up while you're kind of going there. So right now we're going to be doing the E extrusions, which are these guys right here. So I'm going to grab 2 of those. So our E extrusions here. Try not to make a mess of grease and everything. It's only downside. And I don't think I have my calipers, so I gotta go get those. All right, so LDO does provide these really nice backers for the linear rails, so we're going to be using those. Yeah, and the LDO kit, at least, I don't know. I built an LDO kit like a year and a half or something ago, and all of the ends are now tapped. So all of the extrusions are tapped, which does help. So it's much harder to mess everything up, I think. So I don't remember if my first LDO kit, it was a way back, right, when it was just a 0.1. I don't know if all of the ends were tapped. I don't know if they changed that, but it's nice that they just went ahead and tapped everything, right? That way it's super easy to do. So like I say, LDO has these nice stainless steel backers, so it makes it easy to attach your linear rails. So we will go ahead and do that. And right away, we need to double check here. We got to make sure we have the hole in the rail there. You can see that it has to be a certain orientation. So we want the hole facing up, and we want to slide in our backer and make sure that we have the orientation correct. The Physetic kit didn't tap all the ends. Oh, okay, so it is just an LDO thing then, maybe quality of life kind of thing. So, and we're looking for what bolts? M2x6. I always forget this is mostly M2. I'm always like, oh yeah, M3 by, but no, it's M2x6. And these are going to be socket head. I did want to get the screws laid out a little bit more beforehand, but I did not get a chance. M2x8. M3x6. Hey TT83, welcome. M2x6 socket head, perfect. So I am going to use the LDO tools that they provide. Nice thing about LDO kit, it's a premium kit, so you get extras and all sorts of goodies. This is a very expensive kit, especially in Canada. It's about $1,000. So yeah, it is definitely a premium kit. I'll take my 2 rails that I lubricated here. Line it up with the backer, and we're just going to loosely kind of get these going here. And definitely keep your little stoppers on, because I've lost ball bearings falling out because I didn't put my stoppers on. So I definitely recommend that. And this is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and again, this is just loose so that we can get everything sorted once we have all of our screws connect on them here. Yeah, this kit is not cheap in Canada. The $1,000 Canadian, it is expensive, but you do get a lot of really cool stuff as extras, and you know what you're getting with LDO, so that's worth it, right, to some people. Yeah, the Rook is a hard comparison. Now, in the US, right, there's a lot of sales and stuff going on AliExpress, it seems, and you can get a v0.2 kit for like $200 US, as far as I know. Now, these deals are few and far between, it seems, but there are definitely people picking up v0.2s like Physetic or whatever for $200 US. So it does kind of, you know, when you can get those big bargain deals, it kind of compares. For another comparison, the Cybor 0.2 kit for me is $550 Canadian shipped to my door. So the lowest end spectrum, not saying that the Cybor kits are not like good kits, but the absolute cheapest v0.2 I can get is a Cybor, and it's $550. There's no cheaper kits that I can get. $550 Canadian is the cheapest, so it brings it a little bit in line more with Rook kit or Rook builds and stuff like that. But yeah, the v0.2 is going to be more expensive generally than a Rook, and it comes pretty close to a Panda. I don't have like crazy numbers yet for the Panda, like crazy accurate, but so there's one done. So we're going to do 2 of these guys, and again, we'll pay attention to where the hole is. Where did I? €730 for LDO in Germany. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty expensive too there as well. How does that compare to a like Cybor version? What's the Cybor version in Germany, cost wise? Yeah, these stainless steel backers are really, really handy. It's tempting to use the Panda. I haven't actually seen much on it. I seen the announcement, but I haven't really like looked into it on what the features of it are and all that kind of stuff. Just got Cybor 0.2 CNC kit in the UK delivered to my door for $500. That's not bad for a CNC metal kit. Well, Cybor is not available in Germany. Okay. So yeah, it's you know, that's definitely an advantage with Voron kits is there's a lot of different types, right? You can pick and choose what level of kit you want. I mean, this one does come with a lot of extras like the Kirigami bed and the Pico umbilical tool headboard and stuff. So I'm very curious to see what the cooling performance will be on this. My original v0.1 kit, you know, PLA cooling was really, really bad because it's not really designed for that. Okay, yeah. Now you're reminding me. It's a Revo hot end for bamboo printers. Yeah. See, the issue I have with the Revo is it's way too much money. Like E3D hot ends are so expensive. I can't justify the cost. Like I generally don't print that much. All right, there we go. So these are our Y. Oh, these are our Y rails actually. Yeah, I'll definitely be upgrading to the Dragon Burner. There's my tool. Formbot 0.2 kit is $380 USD, taxes and shipping included. Yeah, that's definitely a good price for sure. Okay, so for some reason I thought these were the Z rails, but they're the Y. Okay, so what we are going to be doing is aligning these. Yeah, end stops 38. Yeah. Now, extruders and stuff like that get really expensive and hot ends and all sorts of stuff. I'm too cheap when I don't find I need that performance, or even if there is that much of a performance gain. So a lot of my printers now just use the $30 bamboo hot end because it's cheap and it works very well. And I can get them very easily. So 38 millimeters. Only thing crazy is some, yeah, like the Dragon Burner. Yeah, Dragon Burner, the full-size Panda, my full-size Panda printer, it's going to have the Dragon Burner tool head. And same with Cappy, my new Cappy Cartesian printer is going to have Dragon Burner as well. It's an awesome tool head. As long as you get some really good 4010 fans like GDS Time or Delta or something like that. Should I bruise the shock when it came with Kirigami bed, umbilical, LEDs included? Oh, that's awesome, Ryan, that the Cyber one comes with all those extras as well. Yeah, I think they've definitely upped their game since their kits have came out, certainly. All right, so I'm going to... I do believe this is 38, yes. So we're gonna double check, triple check all constantly all the time here as we go along. But that looks perfect to me. I'm not gonna crazy tighten everything down yet because I want to make sure the rail is straight. All right, do a double check here. Yeah, that's at 38. Looks good. And then I'm gonna still use this just for the center alignment. Okay. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Awesome. All right, first Y rail sorted. Oh, okay. I built, only experience I have with Formbot is my Trident build that I did about a year ago, and I didn't have any issues with the Trident build. The Formbot kit was nice. Of course, now I'm going to have to build a Trident to compare to full-size Panda. Right. Okay. Nice and smooth. Holes in the right spot from the manual. So those look great. I'm still having coffee. That's how unprepared I was today. All right. So now we can add our stops. Need 2 of these. I was out of space a long time ago, TT83. I have I'm moving. I'm hopefully moving in 3 years is the plan, so I can have a much bigger office space, so I can stream. I can have like all my printers behind me, and I can do like better live streams and stuff like that. So I'm essentially moving because of YouTube, but it won't be for 3 years. I'll make do for now. A screw does not thread into a nut. We will explicitly state this. You could assume that all screws that enter extrusion slot into a nut. Alright, drop-in nuts are optional. So what do we have here for nuts for this guy? So I have these T-nuts, but these are, I don't quite know what those ones are for. Might just use an M3 square nut, I guess. And then this should be M3 by 8s, which I thought I seen somewhere. Two, 3 by 6. Hex nuts. M3 by 8 button head. All right, so we are going to put our stops on with these square M3 nuts, which I'm assuming is all right. So there's one there. Right, 500, 200. I said no more big printers. Yeah. I don't even have big printers. I just have so many printers. I've sold like, I had 4 project printers that I just had to sell. Like they weren't my own designs. They were just projects that I bought over the years and I never got around to them. So I just decided, well, I'm not going to get to these. I might as well get rid of them so I can free up some space, but I just have so many printers. And the sad part is I only have one of them that's running. Well, I have 2 now technically, but like my Panda Mini printer is still working, but I don't have a spot to put it to set it up. It sits on this table. And so when I'm live streaming, I have to take the printer off, live stream, put the printer back on. My Second is sitting right there. I have a Second Cube 200 that I have up for sale. It's just sitting there. Take that off. All right. Got those on. Everything's perfectly nice. Okay. Z rails now. So let's set these aside, which use C extrusions, and they have holes on each end. Well, 100 printers, one only work. Yeah. Yep. So many printers, but just one, technically 2 operational. I hope to change that. Like I say, I would like to have all my printers behind me, all functional and ready to go at a moment's notice. I can just click print and it'll send, but I just don't have space. Yeah, you can just stuff them in different places. Now my downstairs rec room is full of 3D printers. I have 3D printer. I had them in closets. I have like, there's 2 3D printers right there. There's one there. There's one below me. I have 2 right here. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 3D printers just in my office. And my office is way too small for that. All right, so we need to lubricate some more rails, I guess. I have 1 workhorse printer. Yeah, exactly. My X1 Carbon just, I click print on it, and it prints all day long, every day. And all it does is it prints parts for more printers. Like, the only thing that I printed on it that wasn't a printer was this, my mouse, my Bamboo Labs mouse. All the rest were just printer parts, non-stop. That's all it does. My X1 printer is definitely a tool, and I use it as such. Oh, good deal. Prices are finally coming down for pies. For me, the Big Tree Tech pie is still like the best deal. It's like $35 Canadian. So when I need a pie, generally I'll go for that one. That was a bit too much grease there, I think. So I'm just sliding the grease into the ball bearing slots as best as I can. Try not to get any balls to fall out. Definitely loaded this up. All right, let's try not to make a massive mess of everything here. Gotta be extremely careful to not put this on incorrect. There we go. That's nice and smooth, as you would expect. Something really neat to note is that the Voron kits come with a Highwin X rail now. So this is a genuine Highwin rail for X, which is nice. They never used to do that, so that's a nice premium for sure. Okay, so let's lubricate this rail now too. So something I definitely want to start experimenting with is better quality linear rails for my printers. I want to, on my Panda build, on my Panda mini build that I'm doing a live stream on, I'm going to order a Berserker rail for it. So a medium preload Berserker rail from West 3D. And then I ordered a Berserker rail for my Cappy build too. Because I want to try some actual good rails, not just some Amazon garbage bin rails. I'm trying to see if I can try out the rails and see what they do to like input shaper results and stuff like that. My assumption is they will be better, so I'm very curious. So if anyone's in the US and wants really good quality parts, definitely check out West 3D. I have an affiliate link somewhere on my YouTube videos. But I'm going to order some Berserker rails because I definitely want to try some rails with some preload. So old computer for Clipper server, the best, the absolute best. Yeah, the Peopoly Magneto X. I tried to buy one, but I think they ship to Canada now, but they didn't when I tried. And the pre-order is over; they're all sold out. So I can't get the big savings, but I tried. I wanted one so bad. Uh, Maybe one day I'll have one, but I've definitely got a lot of projects on the go, so maybe it's for the best. But I couldn't get one for. But now they have Canadian shipping, as far as I know. Okay, Z rails are all lubed up. So let's get this out of the way. We have our C extrusions, which the holes are on each end. We'll make sure that they are in the right orientation. Get our backer. Yeah, I do need to have some sort of forwarding service if that happens. I'm interested in trying unique printers like that. Like linear motors are really cool. I definitely, I'll probably try one in the future. But again, if a company comes out with like innovation like that, I would gladly try those out. works better than Super Lube. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only tried Super Lube. It's worked really great for me, but I'm sure there's definitely better options, certainly. I'll definitely have to check that out. My Super Lube is getting a little low too, so I might try some other stuff. Yeah, I think my West 3D code is just roll-on. I think you get 5% off too. And it definitely helps the channel. All right, let's wipe this grease off the end here. So where does this have to be on the extrusion? Yeah, I know. 33. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. So 33 I need. Try to get this exact, not 23, let's do 33, how about? Of course, this is gonna fight me trying to get it right on 33. 3301. Can I move it? Yeah, every little bit helps. Appreciate it. Come on, 33 exact. It's got to be exact. Destroying my life. There we go. Okay. So this should be 33 from the top. Hey Hacks, welcome. Just building a 0.2 LDO kit. Hopefully can get the frame done today. I'm living dangerously, so I don't have both the end stops still, the rubber stops on this. Oh, you ordered a Pi 5. Awesome. It's definitely an upgrade for sure. All right. Nuno, thank you very much for the 10 euros. Appreciate it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that's a Z rail. Pi 4 works well. Yeah, that would be a good combo for sure. For sure. I think the Picos have really calmed down in price. I think I can get one for like $35. I think they make a pretty good main board for most of my kind of printers. Like they're very inexpensive and will work on like the Panda Mini and stuff like that. So definitely can save a little bit of money if you go with a Pico over a SKR Mini. Okay, let's put the stoppers on this. I will maybe experiment with some like background music on my streams, like just some generic 80s background music, streamer music, whatever, if you guys think that's okay or not. Rates for orders from US, Canada, Europe were terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Can't get that nice sparkle filament from Sparta 3D or Polymaker Galaxy. I've noticed some Polymaker ABS and ASA on Amazon now, finally, on Amazon Canada. So maybe those are options now. It seems to be getting easier to get it on Amazon. I have a bunch of Sparta Galaxy, the sparkle stuff that I'm building my Panda Mini, my second build out of. So it is really good filament, and they have so many different colors and types and stuff. Oh, that's a shame that they don't have them. What about like ordering from the Polymaker website for their Galaxy stuff? Do they ship to the Netherlands? All right, those are all on. Let's slide this up. Out of the way. 33. All right. Lock all these guys down. Oh, shipping, okay. Yeah, shipping's the killer of a lot of stuff, it seems. Europe, only normal. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I definitely like the Galaxy colors for sure. Definitely gives a nice, unique aspect to a build. Alright. This rail's sometimes a little bit. This rail is pretty grindy. I do not like that. I think it needs just more lubrication is all. Oh, I think my window is, the sunlight's actually peeking in from my window. That's actually funny. See if I can fix that. There we go. Sunlight. Yeah, it is definitely middle of the afternoon. There we go. All right. Let's get some more lube in this. It seems to be pretty dry. I think I rushed lubricating this one. I didn't really work it into all the ball bearings. Oh, so it's late for you, right? Yeah, normally I would be doing this stream at like 11 a.m. my time, but I had other things to do this week. It'll probably be that way for a while. For most Saturdays, I'm going to have stuff to do in the morning, so my streams will be a bit later, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what this does now. I just want to get past this step because it's so messy. This is definitely not ideal when it's on the extrusion. And some balls came out there. So it looks like one ball bearing came out, but that's an easy thing to rectify. That's fixed. I think it was just one. Yeah. Looks like just one. Okay, let's try this again and not lose any. Still one came out. Or is that one already on there? I think I got it, but one of the balls was still on the top. It's hiding up here. Okay, that's back on. Still one came out. Just gonna work this in a little bit more so that it's hopefully not going to constantly do that. Now this is getting covered. Okay, let's try this again here. Need some more paper towel. Can't rush the lube, that is correct. Okay. Thought there was one that came out. Yes, it's still there. Just one singular ball bearing keeps coming out. All right, 5th time's the charm, possibly. Let's try this again. So close to moving on from this step. And it definitely is not ideal doing it while it's like still on the extrusion, but... Ah, victory. Perfect. Finally. No lost balls, and that does seem much better. I've built printers with not all of them because I lost a bunch on my carpet. I mean, they still worked. This printer, I'm building it as good as I possibly can. I want this to be a fair comparison. All right. So that's on finally. Properly this time. And I am still setting this to 33. Or I did set it to 33 already. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I already locked this one in. But yeah, that's massively better. So that's good now. All right, so now we are going to put on the stoppers for it. And they go on the top. So grab 2 of those. Two of those and 2 nuts. All right. Are these actually... Oh. So these are not just normal hex nuts. These are actual slide-in... They do have a chamfer on them, which is... I did not notice. That's actually really neat. I believe originally they were just square, like, M3 nuts that the V0 came with. Okay, there's one. And there's the second one. This is the top of the rail. Okay, perfect. So those were the Z rails. So now we have to preload nuts. We need M3 by 10s for the blind joints, which are these guys. M3 by 10 button head. Yep. And we're on to B extrusion. Hey, Printer Prawn, welcome. Rebuilding a Voron at the same time. Awesome. Double Voron. Okay. We'll put the Z over here for now, because I have so much table space here. And we need B extrusions, which are these guys. Need 2 of these. I've got grease on the... Okay, so preload 2 M3 nuts, so 2 on each side. Okay, let's see if I can make sure I get this right. One thing I've definitely never owned. I might design one in the future, but that won't be till much later next year or something like that if I ever did. The idea is really cool, like having a stationary bed, for sure. So I'm just putting in the M3x10s on the end, just get them ready. These B extrusions don't have any holes in them, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do need to preload 2 M3x6s on each. Yeah. Definitely seems to be a very popular printer for Voron, for sure. Okay, where are my M3x6s? Where do they go? Oh, I actually don't think I've used M3x6 yet. Button head, M3x6, button head. Okay, so we're going to preload 2 of these. So there's 1. Two. There's 2. And we're going to do 2 more. Alright, preload 2 M3 nuts. Okay, some of it, definitely some of it can get a little bit confusing. Shows 2 M3 nuts per extrusion. And it says insert 2 additional M3. I don't know if they're supposed to be technically 4 or what. I think it's just 2 though. Okay, read the next 4 pages before continuing. So we have our Z rails, which are those guys, and they're going to attach to one of these bottoms. Yes, I understand. All right, YOLO. Okay, so bottom rail, put it on this way, and then this is a Z rail because we got more space at the top here. Yeah, it's always hard to find time for upgrades and stuff, it seems. Okay, so let's snug these down a little bit here. Just so things aren't falling around. All right. Okay. Yep, gotcha. You should have 2 M3 nuts in this location that were preloaded. Yep, correct. Oh, nope. It is an extra. Okay. It doesn't clearly show them in the manual, but you have to have 2 more in here. I was wondering if one of these had to have 4, but it doesn't clearly show that in the manual. There's 1. So let's actually fix that. Otherwise, you got to take the whole thing apart again because you forgot to preload those 2. I thought there were supposed to be 4 on one side. The manual says 4, but it doesn't show them. Okay, 2 in the middle, and then 1 more to hold the extrusion. Wow, has it been an hour already? I thought I would have been farther along than this. After 1 hour. Okay. That's better. So good thing that we were somewhat paying attention. All right. It's attached. Okay. So I have my 2 M3 in the middle. Like misstep and did not a good job. Yeah, in here I wish it would, like, it doesn't even show the 2 middle in any of the diagrams or whatever. It just says that, and I thought maybe there should be 4, but okay. So they're direct drive versus Bowden. If you're planning to run a Bowden setup, preload 2 additional for a total of 5 nuts in the marked positions. So these can. So I'm not using Bowden, so I do have to preload 3 nuts on each side. But if you're using Bowden, you would do an additional 2. So it looks like I need to preload 3. Okay, where's kind of like, oh, there it is. Just want to get these a little bit more snugged up here. What am I missing here? Let's get this out of the way. Oops. Yeah, these are M3. I can't use this one. Okay, so I've got 2 end stops on here, 2 stops on here. All right, so it's saying that I need to preload 3 screws on the back side. I'm not using Bowden, so we only need 3. Take out 6 of these guys. Yeah, this is just, again, this is why, you know, Voron printers are more involved to build. So not that that's a bad thing, just there's definitely a lot more steps and you got to really, really pay attention. Otherwise, you got to take the whole frame apart a lot of times if you miss these kind of steps. 1. But it's just a different kind of build. 2. I'm gonna make these so that they don't slide around. Yeah, definitely gotta take your time. That is for sure. And that's okay. We'll we'll go slow. We'll take as long as it takes. Just hang out. There's no rush. I will, like I say, I will do some of the more tedious stuff off stream. I don't plan on building the entire printer only with stream. It'll take too long because I got two other builds on the go. We have the Rook 2020 next, and then Panda Mini after that, and then back to this one. So I just don't want this to take a huge amount of time because I want to do some comparison videos and whatnot. And I do want to focus on my printers. All right, 3 nuts preloaded into the back. So now we can pop the top extrusion on. This guy. My nuts just slid out. Keep tilting this. Okay, let's try this. If I can do this sideways, it's probably a lot better. There we go. That was much better that way. Okay, we'll just snug these just ever so slightly, just so stuff's not sliding off. You do have to spend a bunch of time squaring this all up. All right. I am trying to build, or I'm trying to get a granite slab so that I have a really flat surface. I think I have a line on one, so hopefully next time I'll have that. But now we need H extrusions, which are these two guys. They do have holes on the ends, of course, to do the blind joints. So we are going to slide those in. Awesome, yeah. I'm not going to do anything fancy on the streams. It's just to hang out with the community and have fun and relax. All right, let's see if I can get all this stuff. Somewhat oriented it. I definitely know that there's like better streams. Obviously, Steve Builds has done a bunch of v0.2 builds, so that's why I'm not like I say, I don't expect to build this entire printer on stream. You know, there's definitely, if I'm going to spend a bunch of time on streams, it's going to be my own printers. So, but this is just a nice way to hang out while I'm waiting for parts for my Rook. My Rook 2020 MK1, I'm waiting on a X rail, so I'm going to use a Berserker rail on it as well as on another printer that I'm building. So Yeah, I'm going to be focusing primarily on those ones. All right, so we have to try to get this semi-square, so let's just set my very nice high wind rail over here that's disassembled. All right, so symbol, yep. Tighten screws in the left extrusion first. Wrench access, yeah, got that. Okay, so where is my square? Oh, 5-liter water bottles for filament. Awesome. That's going to look really cool. Hey, Bobby, welcome from Ontario. I swear I brought my square over. Am I just not paying attention here? What did I do with... Right in front of me, of course. Okay, so let's loosen these up a bit. Just for now, we're not going to worry about these. And I'm just going to get somewhat of a yeah, Panda. I'm like in the middle of designing like 2 printers, Panda and my Cappy printer. I was just inspired by another printer on YouTube like recently, and you know, I wanted to start getting Cappy kind of together a little bit. And because Cartesian's so much easier to build, it comes like the CAD's like basically done. That's nice and square. Oliver, hello from Hong Kong, 5 a.m. in the morning. Welcome, welcome. Way too early in the morning for me. I'm not a morning person in the slightest. Okay, so those actually look really good. So I'm just gonna make sure that these are relatively tight. Okay, and that's definitely not what I wanted to do, but it's not a big deal. Oh, the sun is fighting us again. I hate sunlight so much. Just going to move some stuff around here. Try to get you guys a better view a bit. There, I think we're out of the sun again. Sunlight, I want to work in a cave on purpose. I do not want sunlight. I don't know if that's very flat, but we'll see here. Yeah, I think I'm going try try to square this up a bit more once I get my granite slab, or like make sure it's flat before I continue on, like after the stream. Like I say, I do really want to get a just like an off-cut piece of granite, very, very easy. Yeah, I would live underground in a hobbit hole if I could. I do not need sunlight for any reason. I hate it with a passion. It always makes things way too hot. It gets in your eyes. No, thank you. Okay, so let's just kind of see where we are here for squareness. I mean, I don't expect it to be off because this is looking really good. Yep, that looks great. Okay, make sure we're so now we need 58 millimeters for the top and bottom. So 58, let's make sure this is 0. 58. Don't move. 58. It's going back and forth between 58 and 57.99. It's good enough. All right, so let's pop this on here. At the same time, we'll try to get this flush. I'll snug it down first, and then I'll check flushness afterwards. Yeah, that's not quite flush, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, there we go. So that's perfectly flush with the top. I feel like it's got to go over just a hair. We'll of course double check everything once we're all right. So let's check this out. I can tip this up. Nope, I cannot. This is like obviously a really, really crucial step to make sure that these extrusions are where they should be in the alignment. So I just want to make sure that these are in fact 58. Those do look really good, so I'm happy with that. All right, now it's this side's turn. So let's loosen these back up. Let's get it roughly tight, and then that way I can use the flat surface of this and just push on it so that it's nice and flush with the top. I can really start tightening it down, and then we'll of course double check. That's looking pretty good. And I mean, we might have to fine tune this, of course, once the bed is on. But that is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, perfect. I don't think I forgot anything. We have our end stops. All right, perfect. So that looks all good to me. What are we doing here next? So now we're going to put on the bottom little stops. If I can find the last couple, there's one. Oh yeah, I think we only need one because the other one is the 0.2 end stop goes here. Yeah, the parts, like the MGN7 rails are so small. It's pretty crazy. Okay, we need some M3x6. I think anything I need there. It's 10s. It's 8s, M3x6. Actually, no, it is an M3x8 button head. Oh yeah, you're in for, it's definitely a fun build. Just take your time for sure. And don't rush. Is the sun, I swear, this stupid sun. I'm moving this camera like all over the place. Just get out of here. There. The 15th time I moved that already. Okay, so pop that in there. All right. Yeah, and I know enough, the 0.2, the end stop is right here, so we only do the one. Okay, so this is now talking about the bed, which I do have a Kirigami bed, so we can skip to 47. Because this is all for the actual LDO bed, which the Voron bed, which LDO comes with the Kirigami bed. So I've already pre-assembled the Kirigami bed, the frame. So all the heat sets and stuff are in here. Just because there's not really like a manual for this part, so I wanted to make sure I had everything kind of assembled beforehand. So I've added the WAGO connectors here. LDO, of course, comes with like a little PCB for every part. Even the LED PCB for this. I don't have a diffuser in the front yet, but I can easily add one of those after, hopefully. I'll probably just be lazy and I won't, but you know what I mean. And I do believe this goes like this. Am I missing something here? Did I make a mistake along the way here? Why is this not? I'm pretty positive I did not do the right spacing. Okay. This is way too wide. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. It's 58 plus 20, or 15. Which is 63? 63 millimeters? It's actually 63 millimeters in. I wish they would put 63 millimeters from the outside. I don't care what it is in here. I want to know what it is from on the outside. So that would be why that is not working. But, so we got to go back to this step. But that's okay. Well, we got to get rid of this now. A little backtrack, but that's all right. So 15 plus 58 is 63. No. 73. Right? $58 plus 15 is 73. Try to get this right on here. Okay, 73. So that should actually be right there. So the bed actually will fit now. Okay, again, I'm just tightening them lightly so then I can actually flush these up. Okay. 73, 73. Let's lock that in a bit better here. Okay. That's looking a little bit better. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Not paying attention to the small details in the manual. But I think the measurement should be from the outside, not the inside. But that's just me. All right, so let's get that here. Just slightly snug that up. Okay, and then let's make sure that we're flush on the surfaces here. That looks good. And we'll lock this in for the second time. Oh, that's funny. All right, on to the correct part. Now the kirigami bed should actually fit. Yep, that looks much better. Shocking. Now I think this is these M2x4 machine screws, I believe, is what this is for. Again, the kirigami bed, as far as I know, doesn't really have like a manual. And the access is not amazing. So we're going to just do one. We're not going to tighten these all down until kind of all the screws are in. But I must have done something right because the holes are lining up. Yeah, some of these holes, like how the heck am I getting? We'll use the ball end here, and we'll, or can I even use the ball end on this? Interesting, okay. I don't know why they don't include a ball end M2. Like, why isn't there a ball end M2 Allen in here? So that I can get at these weird angles, because, I mean, this thing will do the job, but I'm going to grab my ball end M2. It is definitely tiny, for sure. So, yeah, I just include a ball end Allen so that I can actually get to these when they're on like this weird angle. Again, I'm not going crazy. I'm not like tightening these down or anything yet. I want to make sure all four are in, and then we'll see if we can somehow figure out some sort of level with this. Little itty bitty M2x4 socket head. At least they're socket head and not button head. I hate button head screws. It's so hard to get them tight. Like any button head screw I've used, it's so difficult to get them tight. It's almost impossible. I gotta put my end stop on, my rail stop on there too. Okay, so this one doesn't want to go in nicely, it doesn't look like. Just wiggle it around just ever so slightly here. Nothing's crazy tight, so I should be able to get it started, and then it kind of should self-align a little bit here. But back out just ever so slightly a hair on some of these. Okay, yeah, those are all good. The bed is nice and free, but yeah, this one is not centering. There we go. So yeah, just be patient when you're you do not want to cross thread these these little M2. You're gonna be in a real bad time if you cross thread one of these little things. So again, ball end Allen. This is like this is a WIA. It's not Wera, like the crazy expensive, but it's a WIA on Amazon. It is a very nice set. I do recommend it. Yeah, we're just dropping these in, letting them kind of go into the hole properly and not actually cross thread or anything terrible. All right, all four are threaded in, perfect. So already this feels really good. So I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna put it like on the bottom here to get it flat, because my printed, or this is the top actually, my printed printed parts here are flat up against, so that should be like a level surface, you know, ideally. So what I want to do is I want to kind of push this down to the bottom, and I do think I installed this correct, like the correct orientation. If anyone can like confirm that for me, I believe this is how the kirigami bed goes on. It's not like upside down or anything like that, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm just trying to back this down onto the surface. And you never want to tighten a screw with a ball end. You always want to use the, you know, hexagonal end, the fully hexagonal end, not the ball. But this is the bottom of the V0 right here. I'm pretty sure that this is the correct way. I'm pretty sure the flat part of the kirigami bed goes facing down, because the Wago connectors, you wouldn't want them the other way. Again, I'm pretty sure. Everything is very tiny. I'm not trying to strip anything. I just want everything nice and tight. At the same time, we're not going crazy on these little tiny M2s. Oh, hey, Zombie, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How am I doing a V0 build before you? I thought you had a V0 already. Okay. So this is moving really nice. Yeah, it's moving quite nice. I'm happy with that. There's no like weird roughness in it. It's not tight at the bottom and loose at the top. It's very consistent, which is good. Just double check all of these so that they're nice and tight. Those can go a fair amount tighter. Now I keep building these little rook wrenches and so you do have a lot of rooks. I will give you that. My V0 is mechanically done. Electronics and cabling to go. Awesome. Not a fan of your color choice. You're talking about the green? The black and green? You don't like that? You're not a fan of green? Green and white? Yeah, like this is working really, really well, so I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm just going back around and I'm making sure that these are really, really good and snugged up. I don't want these coming loose when I'm printing, and this will be a pain to tighten up after the fact. Green is the only color that should exist, period. All right, I'm good with this. And again, you can see it does slide on its own. It's nice like that. All good. All good. So yeah, there's our rear frame and our Z all assembled. Like I say, I kind of want to get my granite slab before I move on too much farther so I can make sure this is perfect. It is square in the corners, but I do really want to make sure it's flat. And then, yeah, the end stop goes down here. Oh, yeah, I need to put back on my one end stop on the side. Colors are definitely subjective for sure. So, all right. Yeah, and then this is where the ZN stop on a v0.2 goes. I do have the part printed out, and it is white as well. Is it this guy? Yeah, I think it's this guy here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a granite slab. I found one on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't have time to pick it up before the stream, so. Okay, I need an end stop. Yeah, my dining table is wood. It's not, I wouldn't trust it for flatness, so. I do have like quartz countertops, which I probably could use. But. I really didn't get too far ahead. So yeah, this is where our end stop's going to go once I kind of am ready to put that on there. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, v0.2 end stop goes right there. Yeah, I just made sure that I knew where it was going before I put the switch on. I assume the switch is in the electronics package, but I think I'm happy with that for now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where are we going next after this? Yeah, end stop, and then we're going to be putting on. Oh yeah, then you got to remove these. So yeah, we got to remove these so that we can add more stuff. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the switch will be in the cabling box. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here, and then I am going to get the frame, the rest of the frame assembled, because we're at the step right now where we're basically taking the side frames back off, putting more nuts in, and then kind of putting everything back together with the Y frames in the bottom and stuff like that. So I'm going to probably do some of that kind of stuff off of stream. Because yeah, basically what we're at the stage right now where it's just tedious squaring up the frame and stuff like that before we move on to, you know, everything else. So I think that's probably where I'm going to end it. I'm going to do some of that tedious part, and we'll kind of get back onto this when I have somewhat shape of a square going on. But yeah, like I say, I don't want to completely focus streaming on just this printer. I want to focus on my Rook 2020 MK1, and my Panda mini build is one of my big streams that I want to do mostly. Oh no. Well, you're definitely on the Discord, right? You're on the Discord and chatting about printers and stuff. There's definitely a lot of discussion always going on the Discord for sure. But yeah, I totally forgot that these end extrusions are just assembled on here for tramming, and they come back off, and then you do some more measuring and sliding more nuts and stuff like that. So Yeah, if you're not on the Discord, definitely join the Discord. You can talk about printers all day long on there, and there's always someone on there to chat with about printers and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. It took almost 2 hours for us to get this far. I'd have like a Rook almost assembled by then. But again, generally a more complicated build, but that's fun too. Could you have you some ideas, designs? Okay, Jarrett, you can DM me on Discord if you like. But yeah, pretty happy I am still happy with the progress that we made today. Like I say, I want to get a bit more organized for next stream so that I can have my like nuts spread out a little bit better and I'm not constantly looking for them, and potentially move my iPad into a different spot for the instructions and whatnot. But and I got to preload my MGN, my high wind rail still. I got to preload this, or not preload it, lubricate it. But yeah, thanks everyone for checking out the stream. It was awesome to hang out with all of you here for almost 2 hours. And maybe next time we can go for a longer, do like a 3 or 4 hour stream or whatever. Because I think once the frame is assembled, there's not a whole lot of just constantly back and forth measuring. We can just get right into assembling a lot. So yeah, maybe that's true. I definitely just would have liked to be more organized in this. I've got like stuff everywhere here, and I would have liked to have been more set up. I did label extrusions, all that kind of stuff, but I want to get like the end stop isn't here. I got to dig it through the boxes to get that. It's going to use those self-threading M2, I'm pretty sure, to mount the end stop to this piece. I don't know where those are, and I'm going to have to dig around here and stuff like that. So, but thanks everyone for joining, and I will be streaming. I plan on streaming again next Saturday. I need a bigger office, Jarrett. I need like 2 rooms the size of this. So yeah, hopefully I'll be more organized next time. So next Saturday, I think we're going to do a Rook 2020 MK1 stream. I'm going to start getting that. I think I'll have all the parts for it, so I can actually start building it. We'll make some good progress on it. Maybe getting to some wiring and stuff like that. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone checking out the stream. It's always fun hanging out with all of you. Join the Discord if anyone's not on the Discord. And yeah, I'll catch all of you guys next Saturday on another stream. Thanks again, everybody.